Hi, how are you today? I am sitting here and it's lovely and sunny outside, so I hope the sunshine is your friend. And if it's not, then I hope that you're able to rest and find somewhere cool. I made a video previously about what happened when I got unwell. I know that one of the things I mentioned is so pertinent and so difficult to overcome and get through when illness strikes, which is what happens to your friendships. You are obviously going to have friends who support you. You're obviously going to have potentially new friends. When you get unwell, it can really help to find other people who are in the same situation. But just like any life change that can happen in your life, you might lose friends. And I don't just mean acquaintances or work colleagues or people that you maybe even see on a day-to-day basis. I'm talking about your best friends. I'm talking about your really close friends. This is something that is so difficult to deal with. How do you come to terms with you had somebody that you had fun with and you shared things with, and maybe even they were helping you and supporting you during your time of being unwell, and then the friendship ends? I'm not talking about situations where, I know this is really complicated, sometimes friendships when you're unwell just kind of, you're struggling to maintain them, you're struggling to keep in contact, maybe your mood is through the floor. So some friendships falter because they're just not getting attended to. I'm talking about the friends that you were attending to, the ones that totally shock you, because the betrayal of a friend is it's like a knife to the heart, isn't it? It's I don't know why I laughed there. Sorry, that's a nervous reaction I do if I'm trying to talk about something that's absolutely horrendous. Even though I know I can find the words, that shows you just how uncomfortable I'm talking about this. You know that your friendship is in danger if you attend their hen night, you collapse during that time in their house, and they walk away from you and take the group away and leave you alone on the floor. They don't ask how you are. They leave you utterly baffled. Really odd behaviour. And how can you trust your friend if they don't show any concern about how you're doing? You know your friendship's over if they write you pages and pages to explain why your friendship is over, including the words that you are no longer trying hard enough to cope or deal with your illness, despite the fact that you have shown absolutely no signs of this. I am talking about two friendships that were very dear to me, and even just trying to talk about them, it's horrific when this happens because it doesn't make any sense. I know that there may be reasons that this happens, possibly in the other person's head. Has this happened to you? Have you had friends utterly walk away, run away when life got tough for you? Did you feel abandoned? Did you obsess over why this happened? Did you feel like you really, really don't want to lose your ability to trust people, but you know that every friendship that you have feels sugary, feels on thin ice, because somebody who spent time with you celebrated birthdays with you, partied with you, cried with you, talked with you, listened to you, just for no reason disappeared. At least no reason that you know, which means you turn in on yourself. It's really easy to turn in on yourself because you expected there to be support and love, and what you got was a really weird rejection. These friendships that ended for me were quite early on in being unwell, but I've had other situations similar to that happen throughout the time of being unwell. My heart goes out to you if this is what you're struggling with right now. I think you could see that I'm struggling to talk in this video because it's not just the pain of losing the friendship, it's what it does to your future relationships. There is a really strong, confident part of me that knows that I am a really good friend to people and that I make friends really easily. That's taken a lot of time to develop. But there is a part of me that is scared, that is terrified, because I know that the ones close to you, me, can go. And they might be friends that I rely on heavily for practical support. I know from speaking to other people that this is not something that I'm alone with, but it's not something I've really seen people talk much about. I would really appreciate it if this has happened to you, that you would consider telling someone close to you what's happened, how it's made you feel. I've had friends who've listened and they've helped piece back together the bits of me that got broken when I lost those friends, and I'm really grateful to them. Some of them will be watching this video now. I really hope that if the place you're in is the scared place, that you find friends who will make you feel safe and loved and whole again. I'm going to speak so much on this subject. It's so dear to my heart. I think having friendship is more important than anything in the world. You're not on your own. Other people have gone through this. In fact, many people have gone through this through other kinds of life changes, like getting married or losing somebody or having, a really horrible bereavement. But for you, you lost your health and you needed people to walk and grieve and hold your hand with it. Well, I am so sorry that didn't happen. If it's not happening right now, then I'm going to talk again about how it's possible to move on from that place and get into the next stage where you're able to open back out again and try and make more friends. Never lose sight of the fact that if you grieve losing a friendship, it means that you're a really deeply caring person. You have a warm heart, and warm hearts get broken easily. So much love to you, and I will speak to you soon.